Most costly driver hiring mistakes don't start on the road. They start in the interview, when small warning signs slip past the people making the decision. That conversation is your first real test of whether a candidate can handle the judgment, focus, and discipline commercial driving demands. In this module, we'll surface the red flags recruiters and safety managers miss most often, so you can catch risk before it reaches the cab. Let's start with the 10 red flags recruiters and safety managers often miss when interviewing commercial drivers. Next, we'll walk through each one so you can spot concerns earlier and make stronger hiring decisions. The first red flag is simple. The driver can't clearly explain a basic trip, including where they're going, what they're hauling, or what conditions could affect the run. The second shows up when safety procedures sound vague. If they can't walk you through inspections, securement, or what to do before moving the vehicle, that's a serious gap. The third appears when routine operational questions create confusion. Ask about hours of service, shipping papers, ELDUs, and pre-trip or post-trip inspections. A qualified candidate should respond with clear working knowledge, not guesswork. When a candidate struggles with these basics, you're not seeing nerves alone. You're seeing a warning that core job readiness may be missing. Another warning sign shows up when a candidate can't quickly read common traffic control devices and explain the right response. The test is not just naming a stop sign, speed limit sign, lane use arrow, warning sign, or signal indication. It's showing that they can interpret the control and act correctly behind the wheel. Next, look closely at employment and driving history. Unclear timelines, unexplained gaps, or details that shift during the interview deserve follow-up. History should line up across the application, prior experience, and the candidate's spoken answers. A sixth red flag is reliance on memorized responses. At first, the candidate sounds polished, almost too polished, giving clean rehearsed answers in a trucking interview. But the moment the interviewer changes the scenario or asks a deeper follow-up, that confidence breaks, and the lack of real understanding shows immediately. Strong drivers explain the why behind their decisions. If understanding disappears the moment the script changes, treat that as useful evidence. Red flag 7 shows up when the interview moves beyond routine questions. If the candidate can't respond to an unexpected situation, decision-making may be too weak for the job. Try a realistic prompt, like a route change, a roadside issue, or a sudden weather problem. You're listening for calm judgment, not perfect wording. Red flag 8 involves the paperwork. Missing or inaccurate records can signal carelessness before the driver is ever hired. Check the CDL, medical certificate, prior employer details, and every section of the application for completeness and consistency. If documents conflict with the interview, don't smooth it over. That mismatch is exactly what your process is meant to catch. Red flag 9 is poor situational awareness. If a candidate misses obvious hazards in a scenario, they may also miss them in the real world. Listen for whether they notice space, visibility, traffic flow, pedestrians, and changing road conditions. Safe driving starts with seeing the full picture early. The 10th red flag may sit inside your own process. Pressure to fill a seat quickly can push teams to ignore concerns they would normally investigate. A fast hire that bypasses warning signs rarely saves time. It usually moves risk downstream, where the cost is much higher. When you identify a red flag, start by documenting exactly what you observed. Keep it factual, specific, and tied to the interview or record you reviewed. Next, follow company policy every time. Consistency matters because it protects both the hiring decision and the integrity of your process. Then choose the right follow-up. That may mean another interview, a behind-the-wheel evaluation, or a closer review of the candidate's history. If the issue looks fixable, refresher training can help show whether the gap is temporary or points to a job-related weakness. In a trucking context, that might mean a safety manager reviewing a CDL candidate's trouble spot, assigning focused coaching on core procedures, and then evaluating whether performance improves on the follow-up. What matters most is resisting the urge to decide too soon. Delay the hiring decision until the concern is resolved or the evidence shows the candidate is not ready for the role. Strong driver hiring comes down to consistency. Ask thoughtful questions, document what you hear, and make decisions based on job-related qualifications. That discipline helps you catch risk early and hire with more confidence. In the next module, we'll focus on traffic sign recognition and roadway awareness so you can test another critical part of driver readiness. This insert type of training was provided by Aegis Risk Engineering as part of a broader safety education program designed to support safer decisions on the road, in the yard, and on every job. This material is provided for instructional and informational use. It is intended to reinforce safe practices and support training, not replace your company's policies, official regulatory guidance, or legal advice. Each organization remains responsible for complying with all applicable laws, regulations, and internal requirements governing its operations, equipment, drivers, and cargo. At Aegis General Energy, our mission is to strengthen safety culture and improve operational performance through practical, experience-based guidance. Aegis Risk Engineers support safer communities and help clients become best in class by turning strong standards into consistent action across the organization. Through practical solutions, meaningful data, and a shared commitment to safer operations, we work alongside our clients to help make every day safer. Thank you from Aegis General Energy and our risk engineering team for the work you do every day to help keep people, loads, and roads safer.